Hello everyone, this is Parrish. Today is Friday, February 22nd, 2013. Time 1:56 p.m. This video is on Department of Homeland Security. I'm on a website called Before It's News. And Before It's News has an article. Okay, and the name of the article is called DHS, FEMA Raising an Army. Take a good look at this picture. The U.S. government is training Latino youth as a kind of Hitler Youth or Communist Red Guard to put down American resistance to NWO or New World Order communist tyranny. The federal government calls them FEMA Corps, but they conjure up memories of the Hitler Youth of 1930s Germany. Regardless of their name, Obama's Department of Homeland Security has just graduated its first class of 231 Homeland Youth, kids age 18 through 24, and recruited from the President's AmeriCorps. Volunteers, they represent the first wave of DHS Youth Corps, designed specifically to create a full-time paid standing army of FEMA youth across the country. On September 13, 2012, the Department of Homeland Security graduated its first class of FEMA Corps, first responders, Homeland Youth. While the idea of having a volunteer force of tens of thousands of volunteers scattered across the country to aid in times of natural disasters sounds great, the details and timing of this new government army is somewhat curious, if not disturbing. DHS raising an armed army? The first problem one finds with this new army is the fact that they are mere children. Yes, 18 is generally the legal age a person can sign a contract, join the military, or be tried as an adult. But ask any parent, an 18, 20, or even 24-year-old is still naive, readily influenced kid. The second problem with this announcement and program is its timing. Over the past 2 years, Obama has signed a number of executive orders suspending all civil and constitutional rights and turning over management of an American under martial law to FEMA. Also, in that time, domestic federal agencies under DHS, including FEMA, have ordered billions of rounds of ammunition, as well as corresponding firearms. Admittedly, these new weapons and ammunition are not to be used in some far-off war or to fight forest fires in California, but right here on the streets of America. Strange armada fighting vehicles. Okay, so I continue. Strange armored fighting vehicles. Individuals around the U.S. have begun reporting the sight of strange, new, heavily armed FEMA fighting vehicles. What would a disaster relief agency like FEMA need with 2,500 brand new GLS armed fighting vehicles? According to the agency's own mandate, as well as Obama's recent executive order, the answer is population control during a time of martial law. Okay, I must tell you guys and gals that the number two thing that I dreamt about, or the number two thing which was revealed to me in my visions, were riots of chaos of black people in the inner cities going crazy, killing each other, running around, doing unspeakable things, committing atrocities in broad daylight. And a lot of these visions, which had shown me that the inner cities was going to be like a pile of cake. And a lot of these visions have shown me that the cops, the law enforcement agencies will abandon the inner cities when this whatever's supposed to come that will trigger people to lose their minds and run out in the streets and do harm to their neighbors and stuff like that. The number one thing I dreamt about or received from the future is sounds from the future, and the number two thing that I received from our future is chaos, a breaking out of this government. Now, when you see something like this is kind of scary. Okay, but it's not just the AmeriCorps youth. I also found out that the Boy Scouts are being trained to confiscate guns from gun owners during time of martial law. This is a real bad omen, and I personally believe this is like one of God's judgment upon our country. Okay, because when you have young people like this, and I guarantee you most of them don't have a father, or most of them have been born out of wedlock, and that's why they've been, I guess, looked upon, at least, okay, I'm gonna use the word targeted, the age of 18 through 24, is because they more or less don't know anything. And it's like joining a gang, but instead of joining a street gang, they can join, I guess, how would I phrase this? Another form of gang, which has been initiated by the American government. This is really bad. This is really, really bad. This is a bad omen. And I've always been saying that the worst is yet to come. And look, and these guys got guns. Hello, okay? The government is doing everything it can to take law-abiding citizen weapons from them. I mean, remember, guys and gals, the founding fathers did not give us the right to bear arms so we can kill each other. The founding fathers gave us right to bear arms so we can protect each other. Okay, so just because you have a few people that use guns to hurt other individuals, focus on the problem, focus on that situation. If somebody shot somebody with a gun, focus on that person. Okay, put that person in jail. Okay, do what you have to do to that individual. But a gun owner that keeps his or her gun in his or her home and a law-abiding citizen. I mean, one thing does not have to do with the other. And I must tell you guys and gals that one time here in New York City, I was a gun owner myself. I held or owned a gun. I had a gun, more or less like a James Bond type of gun. I had a Walter PPK, very long time ago. And I had it here in this house. But, you know, I would like from time to time go out and, you know, use a gun for target practice, you know, a gun range and stuff. But I more or less didn't renew my gun permit, so I just let it go. And yes, the cops came to this house quite often, like 2 or 3 times, to tell me to re-register my gun or turn the gun in. So what I've done, I turned the gun in, and they burned it, they destroyed it, and that was it. I don't know. This basically, I'm trying to say this is a bad omen. Now, young people don't supposed to be having guns like this. Okay? This is my personal opinion. I mean, and why would they recruit Latinos? Is it because Latinos are not Americans and they're more or less first generation Americans and they don't know anything about the Constitution or the Bill of Rights and they're ready to go? As you see, they're ready to go. All they need is orders, and he will fire upon whomever they have to fire upon. Okay, so this is really bad, and I will provide a link. Okay, I will take this website or this article and link it to the description box below. And I guess I have nothing else to say. Guess this is it. Okay, everyone, thank you for watching this video. Everyone have a lovely weekend and be safe. Take care.